Hi there, welcome to the video. I'd like to introduce you to a VTX that I use for my analog video systems on my FPV quads, and pretty soon on a flying wing behind me there. I just sort of like to take some time to introduce this VTX, show you what it is, explain why I use it, and why it might be useful for you as well. As you can see from here, I've got one of them already mounted in this quad here that I use regularly. On my 5.5-inch AOS quad, I've got another one of these mounted in here. The particular VTX that I'm referring to in this video is the 1-watt Mamba Ultra from Diatone. It's a very simple analog VTX, but it works really well and is really sturdy. What I'd like to do is just open up the package here. These are two brand new ones that I just got, one as a spare, and like I said, one for a flying wing that I'm building right now. So we'll just pop this open. It comes in its own nice little package here. See, it's labeled as the Mamba Ultra 1000 video transmitter. So it's a 1-watt video transmitter. If we open it up, Diatone products always come very well wrapped. That's everything. What you get with it, a little bit of information sheet here, which basically shows the channels that are available for this. This is a 5.8 gigahertz transmitter. And you can see that there are certain channels that are marked in red. Those are channels that are typically banned in certain areas, so you'll need to make sure that you use the channels and bands that are allowed in your area. A little bit of QR code, I guess, so you can get a hold of service if you need to. Basic instruction manual, which I'm just going to leave folded up for the moment. And then what we get inside the packaging, let's put this the right way up so we can read it, is the actual video transmitter itself, the Mamba video transmitter. Then in this other bag, we get an MMCX to SMA adapter. We also get a straight MMCX dipole antenna that you could use if you chose to, and a keychain, key ring. Not sure where you're going to use that on your quad, but you get one anyways. Just a set of, two sets of wires so that you can do the wiring to your flight controller or to your video camera or to both, should you need to. So it's a pretty standard set of plugs that you would get and components, very similar in most video transmitters. Apart from the fact that you're getting this basic gear in there, which is nice to get, and the fact that you're getting two harnesses, what I like about the harnesses is, unlike many other ones, they're actually made with silicone wire, silicone covered wire, rather than plastic coated wire, which makes working with them much more simple. It's the same for both. They also give you two different wire harnesses. They give you one that's set up as just a straight 4-wire harness for power, ground, smart audio, and video. And you also get another one that you could use, and I'm just trying to separate the cables to make them more visible here, where you could use this if you were simply using your VTX on a build that does not have a flight controller. You can use this particular harness to join your camera straight to the VTX if you would like to. So it comes with various parts for various different purposes, which is quite handy. For me, and for the style of builds and the style of flying that I do, the reason I really like this is how it's built. It is very robust. It's in a full aluminum case, and I don't know for sure exactly what its water and dust protection is, but it does have a certain level of water and dust protection, which is important for me because I fly in and around water a lot. It's just something that I choose to do. So having one that's a little bit more sealed like this is nice. It's not perfect, but it does help quite a bit with keeping water and other stuff out. The heat that's built up from the VTX is quite a bit because it's a 1-watt VTX. That's partly why there's the heavy-duty aluminum case on it. It also acts as a heat sink to pull some of the heat off of there, and it helps quite a bit. The main issue that somebody might have with it is that it's fairly big, right? It is a 30 millimeter stack is what it's designed for. So if you're working with a a 20 millimeter stack space or smaller, it won't work for you. You'd have to find some alternate way to mount it. And it's not exactly light either. 11 3/4 grams. So it's not something that you would consider to be a lightweight video transmitter. However, for me, what I've found is that it is really, really durable. It has withstood many really hard crashes and had no trouble with it. It provides really clear video. I have no idea about the true output power of it. I don't have any gadgets to measure the RF power that's being put out by it. But I do know that it puts out very clean signal that I get very clear video with. And that's important to me. I don't want to get something that's, sporadic video at best, or the power changes as far, this actually seems to put out a very consistent power. It's a 1 watt VTX, so it actually has a lot of juice, and it can go quite a ways, and it can penetrate really well. I fly a lot in the forest and trees, and it goes through trees quite well. Now, 5.8 gigahertz is never going to go through trees really, really well. Leaves and everything is just too weak of a signal, but this works quite well for that. Overall, I find it to be a very, very nice video transmitter. You can see that I bought several and have extras kicking around for my quads and my other builds. So if you're considering getting a VTX for your next analog build and you have space for a 30x30 stack, I'd highly recommend this. It's affordable, it's durable, it has clean video, and it just seems to work when you need it to. So for me, that's what I want when I get a VTX. That's what I get when I use this Mamba from Diatone 1 watt. Highly suggest that you try it out. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a very good day, and look forward to seeing you in the next one.